Welcome to my brand new series. It is called The Prayers We Pray. God, I pray that you send me a husband because we were not meant to pay bills alone. Rent is high, eggs are high, and we definitely were not meant to raise our children alone. Let's talk it out. So I know this is the prayer that many women are praying because I just saw it on your Facebook post. And it's not to pick on one particular female. This is how many females think. This is how many people pray. They believe that the only way to get out of their financial mess, sometimes which they created, is to ask God to send them a codependent relationship. That's exactly what you're asking for. You're not asking God to send you your divine partner for purpose or for your life work, but you're asking from a limited way of thinking, limiting beliefs that the only way that I can get myself out of this financial mess that I got myself in intentionally or unintentionally, somebody else's choices could have caused you to be this way, but you are still responsible for your position in life right now. And I'm talking to women that are sincerely praying these prayers. I'm not talking about the sugar daddies and, OnlyFans. I'm not talking about all those type of women that just want to get the bag. And men, I am not about to teach your women, my sisters, how to get the bag by themselves. They don't need a man. This is not what that is. This is to empower you for when the man comes. It's not instead of the man. It's not, Dorian, show me how to get this money, how to get this wealth. Then I don't even need a man. No. How about you empower yourself to create wealth, to make money, to earn more, and you don't even have to start a business. Not every female has to go out here and start a business, and you don't need a man to get yourself out of financial hardship. Think about this prayer. Just say that out loud. God, send me a husband to help me pay these bills. Does that even feel good? That doesn't even feel good praying. So let's look at your financial situation. Single women with kids, or even if you're just a single woman. The prayer that I prayed earlier, that was her exact prayer. The only thing that I really agree with in that prayer was she said that we weren't meant to raise children alone. I do agree that if we had children together, that I was not meant to raise my kids alone. He's not meant to raise those kids alone. However, people leave, people die, different things happen. I do agree with that. But if you're in a financial situation that you yourself created, whether that person was there or not. And let me tell you, I'm qualified to talk to you. I'm gonna explain that to you. If you created the situation that you're in right now, you can create your way out of it. This is about empowering you to learn and master earning and creating wealth. So when a man comes in, you're not being a burden. Why would you want a man to come into your life to help you pay bills because life is hard and we meant to do this together? I get where you're coming from. But just be open. You're listening to a woman who has an 18-year-old and a 19-year-old, and I raised them for 12 years as a single mother. And I even raised them while I was married, if you know what I mean. And I raised him sometimes too. So you're talking to a female who knows what she's talking about. And you're also talking to a female that has changed her limited beliefs to earn and create money throughout these years, throughout those 12 years, and never once prayed and asked God to send me a man for bills because rent is high and it's just crazy out here in inflation, and we just not supposed to be doing this alone. You created that mess alone. I'm talking to the ones who did. I'm talking to the ones who, didn't know how to spend their money because we weren't raised with financial literacy. A lot of us, especially Black people, we weren't raised on how to do money, how to have money. We weren't raised around that. So some of the choices that you're making, well, I gotta go get a loan, well, I gotta go do this, and you feel like you have to do all these different things to be wealthy, including getting a man, a codependent relationship. You're also talking to someone who has attracted someone into her life, not because I need him to financially take care of me and my kids. And we're gonna talk to the ones that think that, it's the man's responsibility, he's supposed to provide. I get all of that. But let me tell you this, my father worked for 37 years as a grocery supply truck driver, and he had a stroke on the job. If he and my mom were married and he had that mindset to where she can't work or she can have a little makeup business, she can sell a little cookies, but I'm the main provider. Okay, what happens when the main provider dies or his legs get broke or he has a stroke or he can't see or just anything happens? It doesn't always have to be so negative. If just something happens, layoffs, and you don't know how to create wealth for your family, you don't know how to earn money, and Even though the title of the series is The Prayers That We Pray, you don't have to be religious to get something out of this, because I'm far from religious. And even if you are Christian, you're familiar with the Proverbs 31 woman who went and, was able to create things and make things to bring money into her household, but yet she was still present and an excellent wife in her household. Not perfect. And it was just like a general view of what a virtuous woman is. You think that the only way to get out of your financial mess is to get a man. And I just want to show you a better way. Remember, I know what I'm talking about. I have been in that same mindset of being broke, not having enough, being on government assistance. I didn't always have this. I wasn't always there, but I created it. I created it. You don't have to be an author. You don't have to be a music artist, but there's something inside of you. Even if it's just your words, your mouth, just you speaking it. I can teach you and I can show you. And what's going to happen if he doesn't come? What are you going to do while you're waiting? You're just going to continue to be broke and have this mindset that I can't be free financially until God send me somebody. That's the problem right there, is I'm doing it by myself. Well, that's okay. Again, you are allowing this situation to stay the way that it is. But what are you doing? What are you actually doing to change the way that you think? Because that's where this is all coming from. So I ask you, what are you going to do in the meantime? Are you just going to continue to be broke and just have this way of thinking that it's just not going to get better until I get married? Okay, what if he comes with the bag? What if he's a cheater? What if he's a beater? Now all your bills are paid, you out of debt, and you're still unhappy. You don't even like each other. You don't even love each other. And if you go into that relationship with the mindset that you have right now in that prayer, it's just going to get worse. Y'all are just going to be broke together. If you go in with the mindset that knows how to create and multiply funds and create money. I create money all the time. I just made a video about it. I might even throw some of that stuff up in here. I create money all the time. I created $6,200 in 30 days recently, just by changing my limiting beliefs. We automatically think, because of the way that we were raised, to go get a loan. And then you just continue to get further and further into it. Go get assistance, and then you get further and further into it. Go do this, things that we're not even proud of, and then you get yourself into other situations. This is the prayer that we pray. You have the prayer of, God, send me a husband, because bills are high, rent is high. We weren't meant to pay these bills alone. How about this? God, show me how to manifest and create more money in my life. Show me how to earn more. Show me how to get into a wealth cycle. So when he does come, I'm adding to his life. And send me someone who has this same mindset. Don't send me somebody that, you know what I'm saying? Send me someone who thinks just like this, so that we can continue to build wealth and create wealth together for our life purpose and for our ultimate joy and happiness and fulfillment. Doesn't that feel more empowering to you than we're just going to be here until God sends us to each other? Yes, sometimes when you come together, that's when the real abundance starts to flow. But in the meantime, I don't think that he meant for you just to sit around and be broke, busted and disgusted, waiting for somebody to come and save you. Especially some of you who created the mess you're in. You created it, create your way out of it. You created it, create money to get out of it. You do not have to be an entrepreneur. You do not have to start your own business. You don't have to have products and services. You don't have to offer anything. Talk to me. I'm telling you, go to my website. I'm just going to go ahead and plug that in there. You better book a session. People are booking sessions, and I'm teaching them how to manifest and how to create wealth for themselves. And it's not instead of a man. It's for when a man comes. And I'm telling you, and yes, again, I repeat, I have attracted someone into my life, and he doesn't pay not one bill for me. He could if he wanted to, but he doesn't have to. So you're not talking to somebody who's just a single mom out here just trying to, make it big on her own and make wealth and money without a man, and she don't need a man. No, baby, I want what I got. I do. I want what I got. I'm not trying to be out here doing stuff alone either. But that used to be my mindset. It used to be hard because I'm out here doing it alone, and I did feel like if I had somebody, it wouldn't be as hard. But I didn't pray that God would send me somebody to save me. I asked him how to save myself. How do I get myself out of this? Because then, let me tell you something. Somewhere something switched in me. And I said, I want to get this together and I want to get this money thing right before he comes. Not to replace what he can do and what he is meant to do in his role. But I don't want to put any burdens on him. I don't want him having to look and say, man, girl, you got a student loan. You got this. You got a loan to First National. You took a loan. I don't want that. That's not even good stewardship. And I don't want anybody coming into my life with that type of mentality. I don't want somebody coming in my life saying, okay, Dorian got her stuff together. Hey, I actually had a man in my Facebook page the other day DM me and asked me for money. I was talking about creating wealth and creating money and how to do it. And he was like, yeah, I hear you. I see, yeah, times are hard. I was wondering if you could cash at me something. Blocked. And I'm not saying that you have to be perfectly out of debt and perfectly where you want to be financially before you come together with someone. I'm talking about a mindset. I got to stay stuck where I'm at financially until somebody comes instead of empowering myself. Because if you want to go Christian with it, you're supposed to be the helpmate, right? You're supposed to be able to come in and help him create and multiply what he already has. And if you can't do that as a single person, you're not going to be able to do that as a wife or as, a partner to somebody. And praying that prayer is ulterior motives. You haven't prayed and asked God to send someone where you guys are deeply in a divine union type of love connection, where we are growing each other's souls and minds and spirits and all that. You asking God to send you somebody to pay some bills. Bills are temporary. Bills are nothing. What kind of life is that? We're together to help pay each other's bills. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of couples that are together and they have abundance, but there's no love in that house. That's poverty in itself. So you can go ahead and pray and ask God and he sends you somebody, and that's ulterior motives too, because now you're smiling in his face, because he got money. In your mind, you're thinking, okay, he's got a good job and I got what I got. And if we come together, you are. Yes, you are. Females, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because I know I got married with ulterior motives. It wasn't behind money. It was because I loved love and I loved marriage. I didn't love him. So this is God. God spoke to me. I prayed. Hallelujah. Thank you. Oh my God. Divorce 7 years later. 7 years of hell. And what's worse, if you don't change your mindset, you're going to get into a marriage and a relationship and be stuck. Okay, he paid some bills and y'all paid some stuff down and y'all bought this together. If you still have that poverty mindset, that lack mentality, that you're not empowered to be able to make money and create money on your own. If he gets to cheating and beating, I'm talking to sisters. That's why I'm saying he. If he gets to cheating and beating, you stuck. You can't even get out. And I'll talk about this in my other video. When it was time for me to get a divorce, I was in that same mentality. Well, he's the husband and didn't let me really work. So I was staying at home, making barely anything, as a church musician at the time. And I had to create $250 within 2 days so that I could file for divorce and get out. So what I want you to do is just be empowered for yourself, just as a human being. So you can buy your own stuff for yourself. And what he brings is adding to it. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you being able to do that. Because if y'all are partners and something does happen with his situation, you can still keep everything flowing if you have to. And just because you don't see anybody posted on my page don't mean I don't have somebody. Okay? That's not what this platform is for. If I choose to have him on my platform and he has his own thing going, if he chooses to have me, do some stuff with him, that's one thing. Hey, it is what it is. But just because you don't see it doesn't mean that I don't know what I'm talking about. I've attracted somebody who knows how to have his own abundance, and I know how to have my own abundance. And when we come together, we share our abundance together. So just be careful what you're asking for, because you are a creator and God listens to our prayers. Your bills are paid. You probably got an STI. Your bills are paid. It's cheating and beating. And I'm saying God, and I'm talking about prayers because of the people that pray. Some people declare, decree, affirm, confess, and do different ways, but it's all still praying. And I'm talking to people because my heart goes out to you. It really does, because I know you sincerely want somebody, but you're not going to get the person that is designed for you if you're praying prayers with ulterior motives. You're going to attract that. Instead of praying, show me how powerful I am, how you created me to be a creator with you, how I can take something small and multiply it. And again, I'm not a business owner. You don't have to start a business. I can show you how to manifest. I went walking and found $42 on the sidewalk. I made a video about it because of certain things that I say and do in certain ways that I think. It's all in your thoughts. You think that this is the only way out because that's what you've seen. And a lot of men are conditioned to be the provider and will allow you to stay small and be small when it comes to finances, that's my job. That's my job to do that. That's great. But what if something happens to you? What's wrong with her having the ability to make money or even create it or earn it? It takes the burden off of you so that you can lead and do your thing as, I call it I don't call it, the head of the household. I will call him the lead partner. We're partners, but he's the lead partner. I don't care, lead me, shit. I want to be led. And honestly, it has been 12 years that I've just been working on myself and working on my life. But women like us, we do want men. That's a whole nother conversation. Shoot, I'm tired. Shoot, I'm tired. My prayer has always been for the right. And so so here's the thing. This is why this is so important. If you can get your money stuff right, then you can actually pray a sincere, pure prayer for the right person. So now you're not just praying for somebody because they have this and they have that. I can also say the person that I've attracted is because of the person he is, not because of what he has. I don't even focus on that. So pray the prayer of, God, show me how powerful I am. Show me what you could do through me. Show me what I can do. The friend that I have, has a very nice vehicle. And just recently I was looking at it. I was like, that looks really, really nice. When it's clean, it's washed, it looks really, really nice. He said, it's always looked like this. You were just too concerned about who was in the vehicle. That's such a true statement. I don't care about what you have because I have my own. And it's not about, me making more or I got my own stuff. That is not it. Lead me. Shoot, I want to be led. You don't have to agree with me, but I've attracted someone into my life. You're still praying and asking God to send you someone. And I'm trying to show you where there is a lack mentality, where there is a poverty mentality, a scarcity, that I am still experiencing financial hardship for years, over and over and over, and you're still waiting on a husband to come and fix that. You're still waiting on a man to come and fix that, and that's not the answer. There's something deeper going on when that's what you really believe and that's what you're really praying, and you think God's going to answer that prayer. You'll get somebody. And quite frankly, I've attracted a master manifestor too. And that's what you should be doing. If I come home one day and I said, hey, look, I earned $5,000 today. He's going to be like, cool. And then 2 days later, I'm sure he'll come back and be like, babe, I just manifested 8,000. So what's the problem? It's what we have the ability to do together and individually. This is not one of those I don't need a man. Shoot, I want a man. I want what I have. I like what I have. I like what I've attracted. So if you're praying for a man with ulterior motives, other than for your divine partner for divine purpose, and you're just praying so you can get out your mama's house, that was me. You're praying so they can help you come and pay your bills. Anytime you pray prayers like that, you're going to get everything but that. You're going to get the stuff that you didn't want, that you weren't asking for. Hit me up. I'll help you. I'll show you how you can have love and money.